Hola, mi nombre es Daniela Gómez. Yo atiendo McClymonds High School. Estoy en mi último año de la secundaria. Algunas cosas que me gustan hacer afuera de la escuela son explorar diferentes géneros de música. Es algo que me atrae mucho la atención. También me gusta ir a diferentes restaurantes, conocer diferentes culturas por la comida, y también me gusta pasar el tiempo con mis amigos, no sé, explorar diferentes lugares a visitar, y también me gusta colorear mucho. Siento que quita el estrés, me ayuda a relajar con todo lo que tengo en este último año. Receiving this seal is kind of like an official documentation of how I've built this bridge between two communities. Throughout my upbringing, I know definitely at Mac, it's a predominantly African American school, so there's not really a lot of people like me here. And it's definitely been something really fun and beautiful to be able to share my culture, my language with my closer friends, and even just with the staff. I know the other day I helped translate an excused absence for a more personal reason that I can't touch about, but even just that, it's nice knowing I can help in like different ways in my campus and being able to share my experiences with people that, don't really understand it or don't know much about it. Being bilingual is important to me because it's been a very big factor in my life since day one. Just having to translate for my mom. I'm in a predominantly immigrant household, so I'm kind of like the navigator. I'm the compass of the family. I help translate documents, help with technology, because everything's in English here. And it's kind of given me a reason to learn more outside of just from what the classroom has to give. Translating social work documents is definitely not something you learn at school, so but yeah, proud of it in a way. Some advice I would give for people who are trying to be part of bilingualism is just incorporate it into as much as you can, whether it's social activities, literature, music. I know with music it definitely brings a profound understanding with like deeper meanings to songs, or like even if they're just funny. I know it's definitely easier to learn that way, especially when it's fun. Who wants to just learn a different language on a book? It's not the same as if you were talking to someone from said country of the language you're learning. So I definitely feel like music, literature, and just other ways can help you get a better understanding. Después de graduación voy a ir a la escuela de UCLA, y allí mi carrera que voy a estudiar es ciencias fisiológicas, y si puedo cambiar mi carrera quisiera ir con enfermería. Es algo que, no sé, estoy muy apasionada con ayudando a la gente, y con eso siento que así es como puedo alcanzar ese objetivo mío. Pero si no, es algo que definitivamente planeo en buscar y estudiar después de graduarme de UCLA. Pero más quiero voluntarme para las clínicas comunitarias. Siento que la comunidad es algo con lo que yo he estado creciendo toda la vida y lo amo bastante. Entonces es algo con lo que quiero continuar en mi vida. No solo en mi escuela, es algo que quiero continuar afuera de la escuela.
Hola, mi nombre es Taylor Lowe, asisto a Skyline High School y estoy en el 12º grado.
My name's Andrea Lowe, and I am Taylor's mom and a proud OUSD graduate as well.
Receiving the seal was affirmation that my past, 10 years learning Spanish was just worthwhile, and that my teachers actually taught me something. So when I received the seal, I was like, finally, now I can actually rest easy and say, yeah, I'm bilingual. It's really important to me because it just allows me to communicate with more people I get to talk to people that I normally wouldn't have conversations with or just wouldn't be able to have conversations with. It just is giving me more opportunity to just go out into the world. I can visit more countries now, definitely, and not have to worry about whether or not someone can speak my language. And it's just a really nice bridge between myself and other people.
Well, I think it was important for our children to be bilingual because I myself am not bilingual. So my husband and I, as we were thinking about their educational journey, we thought it was important for them to, from a language perspective, as Taylor said, be able to be bilingual in this multicultural state that we are in and environment that we're in, but also from a cognitive perspective. I think learning multiple languages really helps with other learning aspects. So while it was challenging early on, since neither of us spoke Spanish, to help them with homework and different things like that, once they were at a point where they could read and do it themselves, we really saw an increase in their experience and their academics in other classes. So being able to speak with others here in the Bay Area and that cognitive experience is important. Well, I think we were intentional in their bilingual journey by starting out when she was 3. She went to a bilingual preschool, and then when we heard about the great bilingual program at Melrose Leadership Academy with OUSD, we transferred she and her brother to those programs. And I think we were also intentional probably around 3rd or 4th grade when it was a struggle because there was that imbalance between their learning in Spanish, but our world is predominantly English. So they weren't as well versed in some of the English words or writing, and so it was a struggle for them. And they questioned, why do I have to be at this Spanish school? I want to just be learning English like some of my friends. And we really sat down and tried to talk with them as best you can in 4th grade about why it's important to learn another language. And then just tried to support them with other students who were speaking Spanish, other families who were going through the same journey, and support them in that way also.
Después de asistir a Skyline, voy a asistir a la Universidad de Georgetown y voy a especializarme en relaciones internacionales porque por mi carrera en el futuro quiero trabajar por el gobierno en el servicio de exterior y quiero hablar con mucha más gente en español o tal vez aprender otro lenguaje para poder comunicar con más del mundo. My advice for other students working to be bilingual is to just have conversations in the language you're hoping to learn. For me, I don't really think I got the Spanish accent or really wanted to learn Spanish until around 6th grade, where I had a bunch of newcomers come to my school and I was able to have conversations with them and I was helping them out with classes and I was just constantly having conversations in Spanish. So that would be my biggest piece of advice.
Orúkọ mi ni Jésù Tìmílẹ́yìn Kìkìdápẹ́ Adélabú. Mo dẹ̀ wà ní ìpele kejìlá. Orúkọ ilé-ìwé mi ni Skyline High School. To me, receiving the Seal of Biliteracy is a very big opportunity because it's proof that I'm still very much connected to my family's culture and traditions, and it's also a form of recognition for me in the future. I feel like it will get me places or get me like opportunities or be an advantage for me. Being bilingual is important to me because for me it's a form for me to express myself in different ways other than English, and I feel that for some people it can be very useful and helpful, like in situations where you need to like help somebody out and they don't understand English, and for some people is just an avenue for them to vent or to have like more intimate communication with people. Bati mo bá parí ẹ̀kọ́ mi ní ilé-ìwé Skyline, mo fẹ́ lọ sí ilé-ìwé gíga fún ọdún 5. Ilé-ìwé gíga tí mo fẹ́ lọ sí ní San Francisco State University. Mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ ka biology, physiology torí pé ní iwájú mo fẹ́ di dókítà tó máa ń ṣiṣẹ́ pẹ̀lú àwọn obìnrin àti àwọn ọmọ àti tó bá ti fẹ́ bímọ. My advice for other students is that they should take it seriously, and no matter how hard they think it is, it's worth the hard work, because in the future they're going to be proud that they got that seal, and it's going to get them like good recognition, and it's also going to help them like with a lot of great things that they can become.